Good morning, guys. I am pissed off. Oh my gosh, I'm so irritated right now. My work is open and opening on time, and I mean, I get it, like, parents have to go to work, daycares and stuff have to stay open, but being as we are the school age program, and those kids, we walk a good 4 or 5 blocks to school every morning and have to stand outside to get into the building. Now today I'm hoping that they'll let them just go into the auditorium, but that's horrible. So I had to bring like a bunch of extra scarves and gloves because I'm not going to let one of those kids get frostbite. Not on my watch, no. And I just feel so horrible. Like, my little 5-year-olds, their little bodies can't heat up like this. Like, okay, cop, move forward. Sorry guys, I'm waiting in line for Dunkin' Donuts, of course. I went the whole day without coffee yesterday, which was really, really good for me. I did have a bad headache last night, but it wasn't like nothing I couldn't deal with. But I am so upset this morning, guys. I got up at 5:30. My phone died, so I was like, oh no, like, I gotta hurry up, charge my phone and turn it on. And I'm thinking, okay, well, it would make no sense to give us a 2-hour delay, being as the kids all have report card conferences. So I'm like, all right, they'll have to close, or if not, they're going to close the school age program. Like, they have to do something. We cannot be out in these conditions walking, especially, you know, with 5-year-olds. Like, come on. And we are open on time, and I cannot believe it. But like I said, I have a whole bunch of extra stuff this morning, and I'm going to make sure them kids are bundled, because that would break my heart if any of them got frostbite or anything. So that's my morning as of right now, and I'm working a 12-hour shift today, which really sucks. So I'll try to get a little video in when I come home on my lunch break this morning, or early afternoon, and then I will talk to you guys later. Is there anything else I want to add? That's it. All right, guys. Stay warm. Bye. Good morning, guys. I am so upset right now. I'm so angry. I'm like, I just have so many emotions right now. I just left work, and I'm furious. Like, I don't even know what to say. First off, I know the cold is so dangerous, and I am just so upset the lack of empathy that like the school districts have right now for these kids. This is the first and only time ever I've actually seen one of my guys have like a complete reaction to the cold, and I'm just heartbroken. First thing is, you know, we walk to school, we have to walk. We're out in the elements. I don't know if I'm going to put the clip in that I already did this morning, or just maybe post this, so we'll see. But I brought a bunch of extra stuff, hats, scarves, gloves, things like that for the kids of mine. Obviously, they're too big, but they would be bundled. We had about 10 kids that had to come this morning, whether it was their parents, had to go to work, whatever the case was. Doesn't matter. The schools are open, they came. I bundled every single kid up. I explained to them, like, the part in Bird Box where the mom is like, listen to me. That was me this morning talking to the kids. Like, I don't care if you have gloves, your hands are staying in your pockets. You can't carry anything but your school bags. We were covering everything. Everybody was super, triple, quadruple bundled. 2 of my boys, my younger boys, they didn't have any face covers. And I had already given all the kids, like, any face masks that I had, any extra scarves, like, everything was already handed out. But the 2 boys that had no face shields, they did have hats and their hoods. Like, both boys had 3 and the one had 4 covering. So they had a hat, then their little hood, and then their bigger coat hood. So I told them, like, listen, I kept them too close to me. We got out, we started walking quick, we were all doing good. I kept checking, like, is everyone okay? Let me know if you're getting too cold, you know. One of the one boy without the face cover, he when we first walked out, he started having teardrops, which immediately froze to his face. Like, that's horrible in itself. And he would rub them, and then they started leaving, like, frozen marks up in his eyebrows, eyelashes. Like, I'm so upset about this. Like, you don't even know, guys. So I'm like, I don't want to say his name. I'm like, come here. I put him next to me. I'm wiping him, and I took my scarf off. So now I'm exposed, but who cares? And I'm wrapping him around, and then I'm taking the other boy, and there was like whatever was left on this side. I'm covering him, so they're basically, the two of them are sharing like this. But at that point, it was kind of like within minutes, I seen it. Like, I can't believe it. There was such a dramatic change within minutes. He started shivering, which if I pay very close attention. I know how my kids look. I know how, I know when they're not feeling good. I know when they're sick. When you spend enough time around them, you learn their mannerisms. No one else was really shivering but him. Then it turned into like chattering and shivering to like uncontrollable shivering, to the point where I can tell he wasn't even walking right. Like his steps were like a little off, like he was drunk. And I kept talking to him, like, it's all right, we're almost there, buddy, come on. I'm like holding him, I'm rubbing his arms, his body, like trying to keep him warm. I'm like, don't worry, we're almost there, you're gonna go in. And at first he was talking fine, like, and then as the shivering got worse, I knew he couldn't talk as well. But then it was like he started kind of slurring a little bit, like, yeah, like, I'm going in. I can't believe it. And, I just ended up calling the school nurse, and I gave him his name, and I was like, I really want him checked on. And I told her what happened, and she was like, yeah, that's definitely signs of hypothermia. He did get inside warmer, but they're going to check on him. Oh my God. I'm just like, I'm beside myself right now. If you do not have to take your kids out, please don't. I mean, you walk out and you're like, oh, like, this isn't like crazy bad or anything, but for their little bodies, it is too much. And I've never seen something that fast. Like, I didn't even think, like, here I am warning them, but I didn't think it could do like that much damage. Like, I told them, like, we cannot have our skin out, anything exposed. Like, we're going to, well, quick, we're going to stay warm. We're going to bundle up. I had them bundle up a few minutes early, so they were extra warm. And I just can't believe it. I'm like so hurt and so heartbroken. And, I'm going to go get myself some breakfast. Mike is actually home for just a little bit, and then he has to run back to work, and he has some other stuff to do. So me and him are going to go get breakfast real quick. Like I guess it's my lunch, but it's considered breakfast because I'm right back into work at 10:30. So it's 9 now, so I have an hour and a half, and then I'm there until 6 tonight. So we're going to go get some food really quick, and then he has to go about his day. I have to go about mine, and I'm going to go to like Walgreens somewhere, maybe a dollar store, Walgreens, Five Below, and I'm going to stop and grab a couple extra scarves. That way I have them in the building. Like, I never want that to happen again. I felt so horrible for that little boy, and it just breaks my heart, like, how the school district could have, like, just such a lack of empathy for these kids. Like, they have to walk in this freezing cold, and you're not understanding, like, how it can affect your health. And especially for, like, our daycare, it's all about money. Like, you did not need to open today. And then we get to the school, and we find out that 2 of the floors, that the heat's broke. Like, no, then they need to be closed. Like, I am so furious, and it's well past, like, oh, I'm annoyed I didn't have off. Like, no, it is well past that. Like, these kids are not safe. It's too cold for them, and if we close with the heat, why are we not closing for the cold? It's just not cool. I don't know really what else to say. I think I'm just going to post this clip alone by itself so people can see it this morning and just be warned, like, do not bring your kids out if you don't have to. If you have to go food shopping or to the store, put that off. Put it off a day or so. Like, if you have to go out with little ones, please put it off. It's not worth it. I'm just so hurt. And then, like, I just gotta think, like, it's always about money and numbers, and you're not putting people's health and their well-being, and you're not thinking about others' well-being. Like, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, I'm just furious. But that being said, I have to go back into work. I'm going to go eat, do what I have to do, go back into work. I'll be there till 6 tonight. I know last night when I was leaving work, it was freezing. So I'm hoping, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm hoping at this point. Like, I just don't want, we have to walk back. But the news is saying after 10 o'clock, it should be all right, like better. But I just don't want anything to happen on the walk back. I'm so upset. Like, some parents have no other option, because if they are picking them up early or something, they need to be marked, and they're only allotted a certain amount of days. which I think it's 40 days for the year from June to June. But you figure if they take a week or 2 weeks vacation in the summer and stay home a couple days for Christmas break, they're really not left with much more. It used to only be 25, now it is 40, so it is better. But they bring them because they're like, oh, we have to, and I don't know. Some parents have excuses, but some parents don't. They genuinely like, they have to go to work, and if they were able to call their work this morning and say, hey, the daycare's closed, it would have been a different story. But because their work could call and find out that we weren't, it could affect them. So they have to come, they have to get the numbers in. It's just so crazy, this world. It's so crazy. But I know I'm rambling at this point. I will talk to you guys later. Everybody, please stay safe. All right. And you guys already know my stance on your fur babies. Please, if you have to take your animals outside, like I have to let Tyson go out, like go out with them. Make sure they're in a coat, something, and just let them do their business and bring them right back in. Do not leave your animals outside unattended. That is not cool. But all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.